Hey guys, Argofox here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to have better movement in Warframe. I know a lot of people are going to ask me, why the hell are you doing this video? Recently I felt this surge of new players trying out Warframe. Some veterans have returned to Warframe as well. What I've seen in various missions are people unable to make this jump, this one, this two, and many other tile sets which they can't do. My main concern is to jump from the lakeside to the shrine in PoE, otherwise known as Plains of Eidolon. This has really caused some inconveniences for some Tridolon hunting squads. Again, in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to achieve better movement skills in Warframe. Hopefully. There will be an advanced guide for those who seek for absolute mastery in parkour. Stay tuned for that. First, let's talk about why you need better movement. Don't you hate it when you keep hitting the wall when you move around? No chills when navigating? Is the CTRL and spacebar key on the keyboard broken? Warframe is a game about space ninjas doing cool shit, not repeatedly bullet jumping like some degenerate fact. Better movement allows you to execute incredibly long jumps. Honestly, sometimes your movement skills doesn't matter if you're not the kind of person who devotes his or her time on such a game full of grinding. Before we had bullet jumping, various movement combos, there was this one movement skill called Coptering. Back in the old days, Coptering was possibly the best thing you can ever do because you can cover really long distances. You can watch a video about it in NooblShowtek's channel, linked in the description below. The most basic sets of movements are jumping, rolling, sprinting, crouching, sliding, road jumping, gliding, etc. These are the elements that you can use to combine together to form longer combos and complex ones too. For example, you can combine bullet jumping with jumping, which gives you this extra range you can cover. In addition, you can roll at the end of the combo so that you can cover even more range from it. You can switch up the combos a bit depending on your situation. As a beginner, all this may seem a bit difficult, but once you start putting these into practice, I'm sure you can get the hang of it too. Now let's get on one of the most crucial elements of parkour in Warframe, which is gliding. Gliding allows you to cover very long distances and prevents the fall animation from being executed when you fall from high places. If you combine gliding while sliding mid-air, you can achieve pretty decent velocity while doing so. It kinda conserves the velocity you have before, so if you bullet jump before doing this, it will make you go an extra 10 or 20 meters. Again, if you really fall from high places and the landing animation gets triggered, your momentum will be completely disrupted, which is pretty bad in some situations. Talking about momentum, there are a lot of ways you can keep your momentum as well. While you're in air, you can melee attack mid-air. It grants you a little bit of speed, but it does a good job of keeping your momentum visually. Some weapons can disrupt your momentum mid-air too, such as slow weapons like heavy blades or some certain polearms or some Zaws. I find glaives that can conserve the most momentum because 1. It visually looks satisfying for it to twirl around your Warframe, 2. Because it can. Here's my final point, timing. When you do these parkour combos, the timing between each jump can also affect your distance traveled and of course, the momentum. There is no exact timing for your movement, it really depends on what kind of tile set you're in. Say, you're in Pluto and you need to do the long jump from one side to another. You gotta time every jump correctly so that you can reach the other side. Gliding and meleeing mid-air is important too. And again, it doesn't have to be so perfect. You can just bring Zephyr and press 1 and problem solved, you know. That's about it. The guide is pretty short, I know, because there's really not much things to cover in this video. Movement is something that everyone needs to practice and eventually they'll get better by it. Anyway, I really hope you guys learned something from this video. In the next part of this guide, I will show you guys more complex and better movement schemes. They are also essential for boss fights, especially Tridolon hunts. In the next guide, I will also show you guys how to make use of the operator and focuses to use as well. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.